Hello everybody, welcome back for our second match, or second tie of the morning session, and it is going to be the Flowrida Goats against the Las Vegas Smash. It's a slightly new look Flowrida Goats with Nuria Rodriguez partnering Arantzazu Osoro, no Del Fibrea or Gemma Treai this time, but Arantzazu, as you know, will lead from the front, and they're playing for the Smash once again. No, they have Noah Canovas and Sarita Ruiz, both players ranked in the top, just outside of the top 30 in the world rankings. And there Arantzazu obviously formed a partnership with Gemma Treai that won in San Sebastian. This time she's with Nuria Rodriguez. And there's Nuria. She plays usually with Carolina Orsi, left-handed, or left side player from Barcelona. So let's see how she combines with Arantzazu Osoro. So it's another one of those, isn't it, where on paper you might say that the Goats are slight favourites to win this, but there's probably not that much difference. I think a lot depends. If Arantzazu has a good day and gets the best out of Nuria, then you would say the Goats. But without ruling out Canovas and Sarah Ruiz. A bit more experienced Sarah. Right, it was her birthday, her 30th birthday, just over a week ago. In fact, a week, 8 days ago. No, Canovas just 22 years old. Just going for the warm-up, and then for the men it will be, once again, Juan Ignacio Rubini and Andreas Lancha for the Goats. Good balance of players, touch player and a big hitter. And Gonza Alfonso and Chisco Hill, who gets the nod for the Las Vegas Smash ahead of Javi Barona. Slight surprise. Smash, not quite, still got a little bit of work to do, I'd say, especially we'd have to look at the points, but obviously after Houston won a match last night, they'd be closing up on them, and Toronto still got work to do, I would say, but I think that Las Vegas will want to win one of these two to just give themselves a boost towards the Cities Cup in New York in October.
Just been outside, Paul, and I can tell you it is heating up out there like you would not believe.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? When the clouds come over, it cools down, but they're bubbling up, but they're not covering at the moment.
Not at all.
But that sun it's got a bit of power in it.
Yeah, it's a potent force, all right. I'd say it's at least 27, 28 degrees, and it's also quite humid.
Well, it rained a lot, didn't it? So
it's that humidity factor too that adds to the mugginess, adds to the discomfort, and I think that's something that we'll see as this day goes on. We saw yesterday grip being an issue, a couple of racket slips.
A couple of times, yeah, absolutely. Watching the ball go across. Managed to find some citronella spray when just between matches to use abundantly on the exposed parts of my body. Got a few mozzie bites last night.
Yeah, obviously they would thrive in an environment like this where humidity is a huge factor, moist air.
It's not just that, but they obviously noticed top quality blood, Paul.
Yeah, I didn't want to.
Which is, it sometimes can be a curse rather than a blessing. because I don't mind sacrificing a little bit as long as they don't buzz me at 4 in the morning.
But it's kind of like part of the Spanish summer too, and certainly in Spain there's like, you know,
There's areas, aren't there?
yeah, sunburn and mosquito bites. It's like, you know, it goes hand in hand.
The joy of summer.
DJ really mixing it up here in terms of the sonic offering. We've had some rock earlier on. We've had a bit of, which we think was Rick Astley.
Yeah, you think it was Rick Astley?
I think it was Rick Astley.
Not entirely.
Did you
convinced.
catch Rick Astley playing with Blossoms doing the cover versions of the Smiths? They did a UK tour, and
With who?
a band called the Blossoms from Manchester. Rick Astley frontlining as singer and frontman, doing cover versions of the Smiths. And I have to say, that on paper does not sound like a winning recipe. It was absolutely fantastic.
I believe you. Yeah.
It was fantastic. I'll show you a video later on, Paul. His ability to not sound like Morrissey, but to sound like himself, but also doing respect to the original versions of.
Okay. I actually think probably not being Morrissey these days is probably actually not a bad thing.
It's probably not a bad thing. It's true. Morrissey's gone a little bit off the rails. But anyway, back to the Pro Padel League here in Guadalajara. And just to remind you, you've mentioned earlier on, if anybody is in Jalisco, anybody in Guadalajara, they want to come down, they want to see the paddle, they want to see the two poles commentating up above the maddening crowd. Tickets are still available, and for tomorrow's session they can be secured through the official website, or also through boletomobile.com.
If you click on the official website, that actually takes you to
Correct,
boletomobile.com.
there is a link. And prices start for as little as 250 Mexican pesos. So, as they say, come on down.
But you bring your citronella spray. So where would it go? Is it going to the smash? So no Martita and no Sofia Araujo. Handing the baton to Noah Canovas and Sara Ruiz.
Looking forward to seeing Noah play. She's one of the, again, we've talked about the emerging talent here on display in Guadalajara. And I'm interested to see how she manages to hold her own as they face the might of La Vikinga and Nuria Rodriguez.
Okay, it's going to be La Vikinga. Arantxa through Osoro to get us underway. Hyper competitive. And not just that, also vocal on court, geeing up her partner, geeing up herself half the time. 15 love as Sarita puts that one into the net. All just stretching a little bit there. Nuria. Able to react and then puts that between the Las Vegas Perth 30-15. All. Arantxa.
There's a rush of blood to the head there, Paul, I think, from Fathu.
She'll make the odd one like that, won't she, Arantxa? There's Sathu on the back of her shirt, man.
And La Vikinga, she's another one of these players who has the nickname.
And 30-40. Couple of break points to get us going with what are we saying about the old cliches in the opening game. Yeah, it looked a bit long, that serve.
Yep.
Opts to put the lob Robin, which I think is a wise call. And double hit. Driven down there nicely by Osoro Ruiz. And so we start off with the break of serve. So it's Noah who actually hits that one.
Yeah, disappointing there for Nuria, just unable to return at the first time of asking.
And guess what? You can't return at the second. So it has warmed up in here, hasn't it?
It certainly has, yeah. Cisco on hand, lending some words of advice.
And there's Javier Barona behind. Played really well in San Sebastian, especially against Tapia and Chingoto. Sitting this one out there, might play tomorrow.
The goats hailing from the city of Orlando, wearing the customary purple, you'd call that, Paul? What kind of
Mauve
purple, yeah.
Has a stretching there, Nuria Rodriguez, but responds well there, Noah. And we're playing Nuria Rodriguez of 15.
Far too easy. They're always on the back foot, and it was just a matter of time before the opening came the way. And indeed,
Sure, she actually has Vikinga on the back of her shirt there.
Thathu and La Viking, I believe it is, no? The Viking.
That's a little Viking horned helmet.
Yeah.
I'll have to see it. We'll have another look. We'll get another chance, won't we? I didn't know if he said Viking or La Vikinga. Puts that little one-handed backhand into the net, 15 all.
Her surname is Osoro Ulrich, and I'm not too sure if there is some sort of Northern European stroke South Scandinavian thing going on there.
There are a few Argentinian sort of surnames that are sort of have that Germanic bit about them.
That's my mission for the next 2 days. Find out why Thathu is known as La Vikinga.
She's in our hotel. Ask her.
Yeah, that's my intention. Whoa. That's the Vikinga that we know so well. Smashing for a break point in this second game. Whoa, look at that power.
Tremendous. Three 30-40. That one over very well. And great Chiquita driven down low. Another golden point. Dinks it into the net. Chance wasted. 2 games to love. Good start then for the smash. Nuria Rodriguez to serve. Smacked home. 15 love.
Vikinga.
Just Vikinga.
Just
Yep.
Vikinga, yeah. Yep.
I could see her in the Northman. As a stretching 15 all. Loose shot there from Nuria. 15-30.
Definitely get the impression that Sarah and Noah are playing with the shackles off, playing with a real freedom,
Yeah.
enjoying themselves. Seems to be a little bit more pressure on the duo
Just long.
from the goats.
30 all. Once again, I'm not sure if that was one that needed to be played. What did you reckon? Could have been going a bit long?
Yeah, I mean that's a lot of time. You see a shot that you think is going out, and you see players playing it. Of course, in that moment in that split second, you need to make a decision. It's a tough one to call, Paul. Yeah, I mean the amount of times you intervene, take shots on that you think that need to be played that were going out.
Okay. Meanwhile, 2 break points. Oh, just dinks out into the net, and we have another golden point.
Sometimes I think it's that decision-making process that separates the great from the good. So Nuria to Sarah.
And well played. That's what we want to see from Aranzazu.
That would be my one criticism in the opening few games, that they know what Arantha can do in a position like that, and they're just making it far too easy for her. They need to make sure that their lobs go back towards the back glass, just giving Vikinga the mercy of the court.
Yeah.
She's just, we know what she's going to do, and
You want it at least to the service line, don't you? It's a good player to have on your team, though, Aranzazu, because not just for playing ability, but I think because she's another one of those who's absolutely into the team ethos. In the finals last year in New York, she was really important in the what turned out to be the decisive mixed doubles, which decided it, you know. And I can't remember who she played alongside, but they were basically might have been Stupa. Can't quite remember. I need to check, but she was so important because in the other one there was Adi Sanchez, who was basically getting pushed aside by her partner, but she took a big role and hit some winners.
I mean, she's got a huge motivational kind of character in the way she drives forward. She's always kind of determined. I mean, I think if you were to name a short list of players who exude determination, she'd be on the podium.
And she said afterwards how much she enjoyed the team format as well, you know, because of that. Team format, obviously, one of the things that makes the Pro Padel League different from other events. So franchises, teams playing for points that will decide who plays in the final event of the season, the Cities Cup in New York, which is it, the 16th to the 19th of October, if my memory serves me well. As Noah serving, 2-1 to the good and a breakup. Love 30 down though in this game.
Very animated character, Thathu, also, isn't she? Constantly buzzing with energy.
I think that's what makes her so enjoyable to watch, and it makes it great for a commentator as well, because there's always something you can comment on.
I also find that her personality is infectious, not just on her teammate or on her teams, but also with the fans. I think she's a big fan favourite, Paul.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Nuri in the firing line there. (40-30). Putting in the Weber's, turning with a lob, now attacking the net. And in the end, winning the game, well played there by the smash.
Thathu just getting her angles wrong. Intricate play is not probably synonymous with her profile. And it's Thathu to serve. 5th game. Again, we talked about the speed and rapid flow to these games, and we're not even 15 minutes in on the clock, Paul, and we've already played 4 games.
Yep. It's just in. And hooked into the net there from Aranthathu. She's another player, Aranthathu, however, I will say, a little bit like Gemma Trey, who can have switches in form in a game. She can start slowly and then hit top gear, or vice versa, but also has the ability to get back into things after a drop in form.
Again, that's another huge attribute for any player, to be able to bounce back from adversity, to talk themselves back into a positive frame of mind.
Yeah, not having a very happy time out there at the moment. Nuria,
no, not at all.
Not Nuria. Yeah, Nuria. Yeah, she puts that into the side. Just getting a little chat there.
Wow.
And decisively won. You know, she'll be chittering away there. Vamos boludo, campeón, macho. You say the commentator's curse, the intricate play, that wasn't bad.
Nope, I take my hat off. That was a beautiful execution. Subtle and beautifully angled.
We need a bit of luck. And there she got it. 40-30, come back from love 30. Just after that little chat she had, isn't it? They've just turned it around.
Completely, yeah.
And there's the game. 3 games to 2 as we take our next little break. Blimey, that came from nowhere, that music, didn't it?
Indeed, just cranking it up to 11 here.
This one's got 11.
And it's this pair that we're seeing at the moment, certainly cranking up the volume in terms of calibre of play. Being supported in the background by Juan and Andres, who will be in action later on. The other Flowrida players.
Still got to make up a break though in this set.
Again, I think Juan Rubin, at the age of 18 is possibly the youngest player. We saw him practicing yesterday and we commented on how young he looked.
He does indeed. He's younger than Alberto
Yeah, Alberto's
19, yeah.
Yeah.
Takes it on and wins the point. Well played. Sarita Ruiz serving at the moment.
Again, another ball that was lobbed, almost hitting the basketball
scoreboard.
Yeah.
There's a couple of lights actually that hang just a bit lower. It might be one of those it hit last night. 15 all. Well played. 30-15. So again, aggressive there from Sarita.
Just failing to get enough contact.
Once again, close into the side of the court. I wonder if she might have been able to get out of court and used it, played it that way.
Yep.
Easier said than done, however, one suspects. Just gone a bit long. Well played. Once again, unleashes one.
Great first service.
Oh, it goes long. So 4 games to 2. She puts that pose like sort of, when she makes a mistake as well, Aran Thatu. Nuria Rodriguez to serve. As Aran Thatu gives herself a pep talk. That's still in. Once again, that one's unleashed.
Again, an impressive smash for the from the mid-court point.
Well blocked. Once again dealt with. 30 love.
Just too easy, but again, credit to Thathu and Nuria, the way they worked their opponents into that position. ultimately to open up the court, and then, as we know, Thathu takes no prisoners.
As no good Viking should. That's very nice change of angle, though. Really clever play there by Noah.
Beautiful shot from Noah Canovas.
Just see how she changes the racket angle at the last moment. So 30-15.
Oh.
Catches her running in, absolutely accidental. Straight away apologises.
You certainly wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of a Vikinga smash at close quarters, Paul.
No, I probably wouldn't want to be under one of yours at close quarters, to be honest.
Oh.
Or anyone's.
Accuracy levels, Paul, I'd be struggling to...
Bávaro puts that into the net.
An expression covering her mouth, blocking out any potential expletives. That's just too long.
Ball 3, another break coming on. Well, the time is coming, isn't it, when they're going to have to get a break if they want to get back into this set.
Interesting to see a colleague acting as kind of pseudo-coach here, Paul, with Cisco Gill.
Yeah.
Cisco Gill, I should say, acting in the advisory capacity. The Smash do have 3 male players here, if I'm not mistaken. Gonzalo, Cisco, and Javier Barona.
Barona is just sat behind Sarita.
Yeah. Squad depth, no?
Yeah, it's good to have. I think it's important to have an extra play, and obviously they don't have an extra play on the women's team. But you know, you're taking a risk just turning up with 2 players.
Yeah, we alluded to that yesterday, and again, as you say, it's a risky situation. All it needs, an ankle turn, a pulled muscle.
Yeah, and that's it. You know, I mean, and then to be fair, Cancun who will be up first in the afternoon stroke evening session. They've had just Sofia Sainz and Marina Lobo all tournament. What I mean is Miami, San Sebastian, and
certainly,
and here.
Yeah.
So maybe with Sofia not being particularly in the right place in San Sebastian, another player might have helped them there, or would have helped them, I think. It's Noah serving 4-3 to the good. Looking to move to within a game of this opening set. Gold deals that quite well, Nuria. Just steers that one into the net, Sarah.
Absolutely wicked bounces from the floor to the wall.
Second serve. Just gone long. 30-15.
I think Nuria thought she'd done just about enough to scoop that ball over, but just too much purchase.
Up into the net, unlucky. 40-15.
Too long. Game.
5 games to 3. It's Aranza who's serving to save the set, and whatever happens, they'll have to. Well, basically, it's becoming very important to get a break. Well, first of all, they have to hold.
I think it's a question of consistency from a Flowrida Goats point of view, Paul. At times their play has been excellent, especially Thathu in that domineering, aggressive stance. And I think that's the difference between the two teams at the moment. That Noah and Sarah have offered more in terms of reliability.
Love. That's it. They've been solid and but unspectacular, but very solid, haven't they?
I mean,
that's well played.
I think the word conservative is used in sport in a negative connotation, but in paddle, knowing to play aggressively and knowing to play defensively at the right time is all part of the makeup of a good paddle player.
It's getting it at the right time, isn't it? Exactly.
Completely, yeah.
That was, for example, an example as Nuria Rodriguez lashes that into the net when I don't think she really needed to. Once again, is that a sort of shot she would have made at 30 all. Digs that one out, and it's gone long. 40-30. Good lob. Once again, also bounces up really high, makes it hard to return. Aranza returns the favour. And that had way too much on it, so 5 games to 4. It'll be Sarah Ruiz to serve for the set when we come back.
Certainly a sense of team spirit here,
Yeah.
Paul, from the smash. Everybody chipping in, offering their input, words of wisdom.
Exactly. No, I think that's one of the. That's it. We've repeated time and time and again. It's one of the good things about this tournament. Drinking the products provided by our sponsors.
Yes, indeed. This is officially called the Scarch PPL Guadalajara tournament. fine drop of mineral water it is too, Paul.
It's a lovely drop. The fizzy stuff's very nice. I quite like fizzy water. Drop of lemon, bit of ice. Maybe avoid the ice here.
A still kind of guy myself, Paul.
Oh, now and then a bit of fizzy water is very nice. So looking to put that one down the middle, always the best option if you're not exactly sure what to do. And well played there by Nuria.
They enjoyed that point.
It's gone very long. Covers well there, Aranthathu. Another big point here. Whips that one around. Just got the net here, the goats. Just dies a little bit there off the.
Again, I think it was the level of spin. The wall just killed it and made it a deceptive return.
So love 30. Are they going to get back on level terms here?
Face of determination on Labikinga.
Out he goes, love 40, so chance to, at the last chance to get that service break they needed.
No, looking to the heavens, just grimacing.
Oi, 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 went up 15-40. Once again, though, Aranthathu's there just to give the support, just to jeer up. It's gone long. Oh, brilliant stuff. Oh, it's kept alive. And it's gone, my goodness. I think Nuria thought she'd won the point, didn't she, as well?
Well, Nuria didn't even return to the court. I think she thought that was done and dusted.
Let's have a look again.
Incredible turn of events. Nuria plays the point, and it's that reaction from Sarah to scoop it out.
Wow. Unbelievable. I must confess, I saw it going to the into the net, and I sort of turned off almost.
Well, you'd assume the point was won, but that was a great.
Wow. All of a sudden, they've saved 3 break points, and they have a set point in the next golden point.
I think when we look back and analyse this game, that point, Paul, could be one of the pivotal factors.
Let's see, can they complete this comeback, or take the set 6-4, or will it be 5-all?
And so many other players would have left that for dead.
It's a good lob right into the corner. And there it goes, and there is the first set, 6-4 to the Las Vegas Smash. Well, I thought that break was just about nailed on, didn't you? A love 40.
Yeah, I mean, I was ready to go 5-5, advance, progress on.
Yep.
And I think, once again, every credit to Sarah Ruiz, who intervened in what seemed to be a lost cause and just pulled the rabbit out of the hat.
Absolutely.
I think we're going to see that again now. Great from Nuria. And Thathu had also switched off.
Oh.
And Sarah realised that was an incredible passage of play.
If you see Nuria, actually, she turns away and celebrates.
Yeah.
She turns away and goes, "Go on," gives it that.
Incredible.
What a point. And as you say, in the end, absolutely decisive.
Yeah, and that's one for the highlights reel when you look back at the
year, I think.
Yeah, I mean, to go on about the mental aspect again, a point like that, winning something like that, will give you such a boost of confidence, and it will also drain your opponents of confidence because they were edging their way back in.
I think they'd actually got that given as, that's it, that's the break, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Okay, so 38 minutes for that opening set. Can the goats recover? Well, so far, recent history would tell us that they might be able to.
Yeah, we've seen this so many times here. A similar pattern developing.
It's Arantxa serving. Trying to break them down. A good lob there. I know, I was going to say good luck. Had just a bit too much on it. 15 love.
But from a defensive perspective, what we're seeing from Sarah and Noah is really commendable. Keeping points alive, not taking risks, and only playing the killer points when they know that it's pretty much in the bag.
Just makes a little bit of a, doesn't quite get what she's looking for on that one. .30 love. Nice little drop shot there from Arantxa, 40 love. And that is the opening game. Served out to Love. Good response there from the goats. There's our heat map there. So I think that's showing, I think it was Sarah Ruiz on the right there, wasn't it? Usually. Very busy, very active basically over the whole area of the court. Canovas trying to get close to the net as much as possible. There you go, most of the, very few actually enclosed, but a lot of them from the middle of the court. A lot of the play.
Which kind of falls into line with the strategy that we've talked about, where it's a kind of defensive approach, only take risks when necessary.
Yep. Again, she has that little look at Arantxa, thinking that went out. How? 15 love. It's Noah Canovas. Serving, by the way. Justin. Kicked up badly. Nastily, anyhow. Powerful bajada from Arantzazu, 15 all.
That's gone out, yeah.
15-30. Clips the net and goes long. Second serve.
Be interested to see the amount of first serve, erroneous first serves from Sarah and Noah. It seems to be quite high.
I think it happens when you're trying to really pressure on the serve, isn't it? Just put your rival straight away under, and then Uria doesn't time that volley right. 30 all. So close. But a miss is as good as a mile, as the saying goes. 2 break points. Chance to go 2-love up. Should have got that one back. Another golden point. It's the Las Vegas smash bench that's almost leading the clapping there. Doesn't get enough on it. Jumps, doesn't quite get high enough. Flat bats it into the net, Noah. So break of serve, 2-love to Nuria Rodriguez. Arantzazu Osoro. And it is Nuria Rodriguez to serve. Chance to go 3-love up.
What's interesting to see also, Paul, is just how close these games are that we've seen between yesterday's action and today. There's been no processions, there's been none of these 6-1, 6-love games. Every game has been hotly contested.
Yep. I'm expecting that tonic to continue as well today.
Like, again, from a fan's point of view, that's what they want to see. They want to see games that go the whole way. Net just taking the sting out of the ball.
So 15-love. Good deep serve. Well defended that against that Vibora, but then that's scooped into the net. .30-love.
Wonderful response from Sarah.
30-15. Just long. 40-15. First serve. Second serve now. And got a racket on it, but not that time. So 3 games to love as we go into our first break of the second set.
As the players return to the court, it does feel that we're moving towards that pivotal moment in the game where the tide seems to just be set to turn. Thathu and Nuria, 3-love to the good in the second set.
Out from Nuria Rodriguez there.
Nice party trick there from Aranthathu. Fans always love that no look between the legs shot.
You know, a couple of terms for it. It's known as a tweenie, I presume between your leggies. It's also known as a willy, apparently, but
Yeah, maybe keep
I
that
think
one.
I think tweenie's a lot easier.
I think we'll
isn't
use
it?
tweenie point. Yeah, it's funny that it doesn't have a Spanish terminology. So Noah here serving to pull one game back in the second set.
That was really loose, wasn't it? That was just like, whoop.
It was excessively ambitious, I think, Paul.
So, first game of the set for Sara Ruiz and Noah Canovas. Aranthathu 3-1 up, just a break to the good. I think that's gone a little fraction long. It has indeed. 15-love. In the right place there, Aranthathu to basically win the point. 30-love. Controlling the net, just keeping the smash a bit deep. Can't find the winning shot yet, though. In the end, it is Noah Cavonas, who wins the point 30-15.
But we've seen so many times, Paul, in this game, Sarah and Noah thrive in that position. They're just waiting, they're probing, they're being conservative, waiting for the opposition to make a mistake, and Nuria duly obliged. Too long, yep.
Once again, 30 all. That's an important point here. Reading it really well, but there the shot just goes wide, and Arantzazu clenches her fist in celebration. 40-30. Looked a bit long, yeah, was indeed well called by the umpire there. Ah, well played.
Great shot.
Right down, look at the way she runs over to the bench. Yeah, right down the middle.
If you can execute that shot just down the central serving line, it's not saying it's a guarantee to win.
Likely to get through, isn't it, though?
Well, yeah, because it obviously creates confusion between the opponents, who's to take the other shot on, and if you can hit it low with very little elevation, it's a banker. That's one of the few shots in my paddle game that I'm actually quite proud of, Paul. That ability to, yeah, from the back glass, just turn, swivel.
Down the middle.
Down the middle, yeah.
I'll bear that one in mind.
I hasten to add, in my very, very modest ability.
Doesn't go as quick as that, does it?
As a recreational paddle player, yes.
Fortunately, the rivals don't move as quick as these two either.
No. I do like the team vibe here from Las Vegas, Paul, I have to say. Positive vibes is what I'm getting.
Which will probably continue into the next match as well, when it's Juan Ignacio Rubini and Andreas Lanche for the goats against Gonzalo Alfonso and Xisco Hill.
But again, barring a huge turnaround from Vegas, this game does look to be destined to be resolved from the super tiebreak.
Just the one break, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but again, the flow is with the goats.
Yeah, but no, I'm not. They won that the first three games, but once again, I think they've stemmed.
You missed that, Paul. That was the flow.
Yeah. I didn't miss it. I just preferred to ignore it.
It was a bit low-hanging fruit, I have to admit. Yes.
Oh, lovely, lovely shot there. Nice shot. Fantastic little drop shot. Had them pinned back a little bit deep and then just took her moment.
And the way the ball just dies the minute it bounces. Beautiful. But I think if you're in a 4-1 up position, you have to be thinking, this set is ours. That's got to be your mindset. And you need to obviously channel it correctly, not be overconfident. Overconfidence, possibly.
I just think the fact is that you're getting a lot of stuff returned that you'd hope would win. I think it also tires you out, and so you lose a bit of concentration as well, and that's a loss of concentration. Isn't it? That's 40 love.
But I also get the impression that to play against Sarah and Noah is that they're a frustrating pair to play against because they're so precise, they're so defensive, they're so efficient in their defensive play.
And you've got to really win the points, haven't you, rather than them losing them.
Exactly, because you know that they're going to defend the bulk of what you throw at them.
She hit the court there, does she, Nuria? 4-2. Oh, let's have a look.
Certainly long.
Yeah. No, it's like a trip to the dentist, isn't it, in many ways, in paddle terms, because it's just like again and again. Pardon me.
Into the net. 30 love. Nuria serving to increase the lead to 5-2.
Sorry about that, I just got a little bit of cereal bar stuck in my throat. And that's...
I'm not too sure what Sarah was trying to do there.
Not sure she was either, but it's 40 love, so 1, 2, 3. That's well played. Once again, Noah decisive there. She just bounced in. Oh my word, that wasn't quite what she was looking for, was it? Another shot really lacking in control there. 40-30. After taking 3 points in about 20 seconds. That's gone, I think. It has indeed. 5 games to 2 in the second set for the Flowrida Goats. Well, 1 game away from claiming the second set and taking us to a super tie break. Which will be our second
of the morning, indeed. The 4 players are back on court. The serve is with Noah Canovas.
Okay, and she needs to hold this serve to put a bit of pressure there on Aranthathu in the next game. $15 love, we're just past the hour mark. Nicely over the top there from Nuria. Once again returning everything, aren't they? Ah, well played, Aranthathu. Well played indeed. quite sure what happened there.
I think it was wicked bounce and just a degree of overconfidence, thinking this is so easy.
Yeah. 30 all. Recovered brilliantly there, Arantxa, looked as if she was dead meat there, and all of a sudden 2 set points.
One of the worst things you can have in the game of paddle, Paul, is too much time to think. Your shots need to be instinctive and quick decision making. If you have too much time to think, then you start to meander and ponder. It can be your biggest downfall. That is, just tipped the glass, it's gone.
Just clipped it. So there, we do have another super tie break. Super. Once again, as you know, up to 10.
And this is a difficult one to call, Paul. It's like you would think that the momentum, looking at the scoreline from the second set, is with Flowrida. But the way that Noah and Sarah have played, that doggedness, that defensiveness, and it's been a joy to watch from a defensive. If you're a defensive coach today, you're thinking these girls are delivering a masterclass. It's a brave man who would call the outcome of this game.
Well, in my prediction, I did go with the goats, so I have to presume I have to sort of stick with them, don't I? I have to show a bit of faith.
Yeah, for me it's a coin toss, it really is. Both sides have done enough to deserve the win. It's one of these games where nobody deserves to lose, but obviously we need a decisive outcome. We need to decide who wins the game.
The Smash actually need it more. The goats are already qualified.
That's true.
But again, that doesn't really mean. But I don't see Arantxa through. Vikings don't give presents, do they?
No,
they don't give presents.
I don't think they're thinking that way. That's part of their mindset as they take to the court now for this super tiebreak. They're not thinking, "Oh, we're through. Let's." No, they want to. Professional players want to win. They don't care about already being qualified.
No, you don't go out. You don't go out there to sort of say, "Well, I can't imagine Arantxa ever going out not wanting to win." And she will serve first. So up to 10 points, 2 points clear, remember. Super tie-break to decide this opening match. Not sure that would have dipped down in time from Arantxa there, but Sarah Ruiz didn't get her racket out of the way, so first point to Arantxa and Nuria.
But I like what she did. That was unpredictable because everybody expected it to go into the right-hand side of the court.
It's gone to love. Second serve now again for Sarita Ruiz. Little bit rare unforced error there from Noah. 3-love.
Serve now back with Flowrida.
What we said earlier, in a super tiebreak, 3 points, it's very handy. You'd rather be 3 up than 3 down, but it's not decisive. ball starts to becoming a bit more handy.
And I think for the first time in this session, Paul, we're starting to see one or two little chinks of doubt creeping in to Sarah and Noah.
Every time it's happened, we've gone to a super tab, it has been usually the favourites who have gone on to take it, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah.
And I think for that mentality, Arantzazu in a super tiebreak, 5-love up.
Yeah, you certainly want her playing alongside you as opposed to on the opposite side of the court.
Just catching the net cord. Time to change ends very quickly. Called out 6-1. Still sounds really strange, isn't it? The umpire calling out in a sport that is predominantly Spanish.
That's true, actually. Yeah. Yep.
Good lob. Nice bajada, but well defended. A little bit timorous, aren't they, of attacking the net because they know what Arantzazu can do with one of those bajadas.
Yeah, it's sad to say and sad to admit, but I do feel the wheels have come off for Sarah and Noah. And I think the decisiveness that we've seen from Arantzazu and Nuria is now paying dividends.
8-1. One more point and it's match point.
I mean, at what point do you emotionally throw in the towel to? I mean,
not until the match point. I think even then you try not to.
Of course. But human nature is a very powerful thing. Anyway, 8-2.
Covers well. Not sure that was the correct shot. Well, obviously it wasn't because it went into the net, but lots of match points. Maybe she wasn't really well positioned for much else. So Nuria Rodriguez serving for the match. Having to come back from a set down, the Flowrida Goats against the Las Vegas Smash. Oh. Into the net, 9-3. Time for a quick change of ends. If we change end, it's 9-3, 12 points. I think everyone was so focused on the tie break or the super tie break there that they forgot.
It's not a dissimilar pattern to we saw in the previous game where the Flowrida Goats coming from behind, starting off a bit lethargically, but then digging deep. Again, It's a pattern we've seen repeated time and time again over this weekend, Paul.
It is indeed, sir. That is it from Arantzazu Osoro. So in 1 hour and 13 minutes, it is the Flowrida Goats who bring home the bacon in our first match of this tie. Arantzazu Osoro and Nuria Rodriguez winning 4-6, 6-2, 10-3.
Once again, disappointing, I think, from a point of view of the beaten team, winning the first set, and then just seeing how the opposition just crept away back into it.
Yeah, they were always on top. Once it was getting that flying start in the second set, which was exactly what they needed, wasn't it? Going in 3-love down.
Yeah, and again, I think if there was any complaint about the game plan for Sarah and Noah, that it was just maybe a little bit too defensive, and they just didn't mix it up enough in terms of attacking possibly more when the opportunity arose.
Yep, look at that. Give me a kiss and give me a beer at the same time. Cunning plan. Well, we'll have our interview with Pia in a moment, and then we'll take a very quick break and return with the men's match. Juan Ignacio Rubini and Andres Lancha against Gonza Alfonso and Chisco Hill, who will be representing the Smash. There's Pia waiting. And here come the goats. Nuria Rodriguez and Arantzazu Osoro. So we'll hear from there now. We'll take a little break. And first of all, here is Pia with the winners.
Qué partidazo, la verdad. Muchísimas felicidades, chicas de Flowrida, que la verdad nos hicieron vibrar aquí a todos los que estamos en Guadalajara. Muchísimas felicidades, Arantzazu. Me gustaría preguntarte, ¿cómo es venir de atrás y luego ganar de manera tan dominante en el Super Tiebreak?
Bueno, primero muchas gracias a todos por venir, es un placer estar en Guadalajara, es mi primera vez, así que muchas gracias a todo el público presente.
Zazu once again paying
Y
tribute to the Mexican
bueno,
fans.
nosotras tampoco sabemos cómo lo hicimos, la verdad que veníamos un poco cuesta abajo, veníamos con la bicicleta sin freno, pero bueno, creo que nos hemos unido, nunca habíamos jugado juntas, así que creo que hemos sacado nuestras armas, que fue la unión y el confiar en la otra. Y así poco a poco pudimos sacar el partido adelante y pudimos ganarlo en el Super Tie.
Me platicó por ahí un pajarito que es tu primer año con este equipo. Cuéntame cómo has sentido la transición justo ahora que estás pues empezando, digamos, una nueva relación deportivamente hablando.
Bueno, para mí es todo un lujo jugar con Flowrida, la verdad que súper emocionada, sobre todo compartir pista con Aranza, que bueno, que es una jugadora a la que admiro mucho, a que juega una barbaridad, y súper contenta. La verdad que bueno, se nos había puesto el partido un poco en contra, pero bueno, creo que al final nos agarramos y conseguimos sacarlo.
Pues un aplauso enorme para Nuria y Arantzazu de Flowrida Goats. Un aplauso enorme, Guadalajara. Felicidades,
So
chicas.
Pia just signing off, congratulating the victorious side. Commiserations to Sarah and Noah. And we'll be back after a small break.